Maria Lizignoli joins us now. And Maria, you're digging into President Trump's address to the nation last night.
That's right. The address was about 20 minutes long. In it, he looked back at this past year. He repeatedly blamed his predecessor and Democrats for the country's problems, despite Republicans controlling the government. CBS News Standards fact-checked all of President Trump's claims. Trump addressed affordability concerns by claiming prices were down, but consumer price index reports have shown a recent increase.
Democrat politicians also sent the cost of groceries soaring, but we are solving that too. The price of a Thanksgiving turkey was down 33% compared to the Biden last year. The price of eggs is down 82% since March.
That's partially true. It's true that grocery costs have gone up significantly over the past 5 years. The American Farm Bureau says the average retail price for turkey is down 16% in 2025. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says the cost of eggs are down 43% since March.
Next year, you will also see the results of the largest tax cuts in American history that were really accomplished through our great, big, beautiful bill, perhaps the most sweeping legislation ever passed in Congress.
Is false. The Economic Recovery Tax Act of 1981 is considered to be the largest tax cut in the United States, according to the Tax Foundation. And regarding gas prices, the president said gasoline is now under $2.50 a gallon in much of the country. That's misleading. According to AAA, the national average for gas price is currently at $2.90 a gallon. You can see a full breakdown of the president's address right now on CBSNews.com.
Okay, Maria, thank you.
New this morning, St. Paul firefighters called out to a rainy night to fight this fire. This is on Cook Avenue. Happened around 12:45 this morning. Look at the elements firefighters had to deal with. Looks like a lot of damage done to the front porch of this home. As soon as we get more information, we'll make sure to update you.
And one person is hurt and a home destroyed after a challenging firefight in the North Metro. This is what it looked like yesterday afternoon in Dayton. 2 people were in the home when it sparked. First responders brought one of them to the hospital. Firefighters say they were dealing with a limited water supply, and investigators are trying to figure out how the fire started.
There's some new details this morning on a woman's death that do not appear to answer a family's desperate questions.
It just is unmanageable pain. I just want this to be resolved.
That was last month when the family told us they need to know more about how Ariel Johnson wound up dead in a Richfield lake. Her body was found there in October. She was last seen on surveillance video leaving her uptown apartment for work. The medical examiner released his report yesterday. Johnson's cause of death is listed as a drowning, but the manner of death is undetermined. Her family does not believe that she took her own life. And when we last checked, the Hennepin County Sheriff was still investigating. New this morning, the Trump administration has announced a massive package of arms sales. This is to Taiwan. It's a sale valued at more than $10 billion. The arms include medium-range missiles, howitzers, and drones. China's foreign ministry, attacked the move, saying it would violate diplomatic agreements between China and the U.S., gravely harm China's sovereignty, security, and territorial integrity, and undermine regional stability. Well, the youngest son of movie director Rob Reiner appeared in an L.A. court just yesterday.
Nick Reiner faces first-degree murder charges in the stabbing deaths of Rob and Michelle Reiner. The coroner reports both died from multiple sharp force injuries. Nick Reiner appeared behind plexiglass, shackled, and wearing a jail suicide prevention smock. He will not have formal indictment hearing until January. This Sunday night, CBS News will air a 1-hour special called Rob Reiner, Scenes from a Life. Kathy Bates, Antoinette Benning, Albert Brooks, Michael Douglas, Kiefer Sutherland, Jerry O'Connell, many more are among Reiner's friends who are opening up in a new emotional interview series about Reiner's extraordinary career and legacy. You can watch that special right here on WCCO.
We're a few years out from the Olympic Games returning to the United States. However, the lottery for tickets, that's quickly approaching next month.
It sure is. And according to Reuters, organizers are promising at least 1 million tickets, only costing $28, adding that's for every sport.
What?
Yeah. So fans, they'll be able to register in mid-January. Then ticket purchasing will be available later in 2026. $28, that's amazing.
Is there a sport, winter or summer games, that you would love to see in person at the Olympics?
I love gymnastics.
Gymnastics?
Yeah, that's always such a great one, such an exciting one to watch from home too. But how cool would it be?
It was really cool. It was here in our backyard. The trials were here last year. That was really cool
Yeah.
to see. Adam, what about you?
That's a fun one. I'm going to add volleyball
Yeah.
to the list for summer,
okay.
but I also want to go curling for winter.
Ooh, yes.
Right?
Wait, Jay.
I want to try
I
it.
can't.
With those rocks out there? That'd be pretty cool to
He's
see.
gonna
you?
try to join the team.
I would, honestly, you know what I'd love to see? I would love to see the bobsled
Oh, yeah.
or luge. I don't know
Oh,
what it
yes.
is, but to see that in person.
That's an intense one.
It's
Yeah.
intense as they're
How
going
fast
around
they
there.
go?
I'm not doing that. Would you do it? Would you ever? If there's a sport you could do.
If they have like a low speed track, I would
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
start
yeah.
off on that before I just
That's
go
fair.
right for the.
The turtle track?
Yeah.
Before you-
I learned my lesson snowboarding last week. I can't just do the hard things.
Is there a video of that someplace?
Oh yeah. Yeah. My rib is still hurting.
Oh no.
There's a story though. We'll get that
We'll
story
follow
later
up.
on.
Yeah. Attention, all job seekers. One of the most iconic jobs is taking applications.
Yeah, Planters is looking for 3 peanutters to hit the road in the Nutmobile. We've got some beautiful footage right there of the Nutmobile making its way through, is that downtown Minneapolis
It
right
looks
there?
like it.
There you go.
said they're headquartered in Minnesota?
Austin,
yeah,
Minnesota.
Austin,
I had no
Minnesota.
idea.
Home
Yeah.
Out Foods, Austin, Minnesota. How come we don't, do we have like a spam mobile? We do have a
That would
spam
be a
charge
good
full director
idea.
Sean, we do?
So no spam
Okay,
mobile.
so no spam mobile.
But hey, that's a great idea though.
That's a great
Maybe you
idea.
should-
Marketing team on it.
Okay.
What would it look like though?
That's a good
can?
question.
Like
It's
a
just like the
can?
spam can.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be aerodynamic.
Yeah, I think
Well,
so.
you think about it, it's just a PR campaign on wheels, right? I mean, that's like
That's
the
exactly what it
Oscar
is.
Mayer
Yeah.
Wienermobile. It's the same thing. You get to drive around. But what are the qualifications for this? Like, you have to have.
It's pretty competitive.
Okay.
So there's a few qualifications. You do need a college degree. They're looking for someone with strong communication skills, someone who is a colorful, creative storyteller, and overall just charismatic because you're meeting with tens of thousands of Americans on the road.
You know, the one thing I didn't see on there, it didn't say anything about a driving record.
I wonder if they
know?
have like a governor where they limit how fast you can go.
Maybe. It's 26 feet long, so it's a big.
It traveled to 46 states.
Yeah.
Last year, it's met more than 160,000 people.
That's right.
So I was curious, like, of all the mobiles that are out there, I kind of went down the deep dive, like Alice in Wonderland, like went the deep dive. I was curious. So you got the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. We've got the, what is it, the Nuts? What is it? I don't know.
Let's see here.
We can't even remember the name of it.
The Blue Diamond Nutty Cruiser.
The Nutty Cruiser. There's a Zippo lighter. There's a Hershey's Kiss.
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
You've seen the Hershey's
I'm
Kiss?
from Pennsylvania, so and
there you
I
go.
only lived like a couple of hours from Hershey whenever I was before moving here.
What did it look like? How do they, what they do with it?
It looks like a Hershey Kiss.
It's just a Hershey's
yeah.
Kiss and
I think it's a silver wrapper. If I
a silver
recall
wrapper?
correctly. Yeah.
Is there like the little white flag that like up at the top? Is that
Yeah,
out there
little
on there
strands.
too?
Yeah.
Cute.
If you had to drive one of these, which one do you think you'd look best in, Barrett?
Well, okay. One that wasn't mentioned was the Red Bull Mini Cooper, and I think Mini Coopers are kind of cute. I've seen that one in the wild too.
And I've drinking the Red
Red
Bulls that
Bulls?
they've given out.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's a hard. I think the Wienermobile would be kind of fun.
I have seen that one. Actually, when I drove to
Yeah.
Indianapolis for the Eclipse, the Total Solar
Yeah,
Eclipse
yeah.
a couple months ago, and on the way back, I passed it because again they're not going that fast. But oh, look who it is!
They've got a couple of those too. There's like a couple of them that
Yeah.
are around the country that make their way around the country. It's definitely a conversation starter.
Fun fact. Hey, I drove the Wienermobile in college. I mean, that's kind of.
Seriously, can you imagine like that summer job?
Yeah.
Like the stories you had, you could tell over that summer.
That would be good.
The Blue Diamond Nutty Cruiser.
The hit of the party.
That's the hit of the party. What are you wearing this holiday season? Oh, we got the perfect person. With some styling advice for your big moments, fashion concierge extraordinaire, Jody Mayers. It is great to see you,
Hey.
as always. You came with the blend. I mean, she always comes dressed with it. Always comes dressed with it. Let's start with this. What advice do you have for someone who's attending a holiday party or holiday gathering?
You know what, I say don't overthink it too much.
Don't overthink it?
Yep, let's keep it easy. We're kind of in the final stretch right now.
Yeah.
It's a little last minute,
True.
not to say that, but I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I'm doing this as well. So we wanted to keep it easy. I was over at Ridgedale because that's real close to where I live.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep all these stores like right next to each other. So I was in the Nordstrom wing, and we started on the second floor. And I brought a couple of retailers that are like boom, boom, boom. So you can like stop in and get all the things that you need. But we wanted to do casual as well as some dressy options because people are doing outside stuff. They're doing inside. People are still getting pictures taken because we're not all sending Christmas cards, right? Some of us are doing New Year's, Valentine's Day, whatever it might be. So we're going to give you some quick ideas. I'm going to give you a couple of tips how you can think about it and plan it, and it's not as hard as everybody thinks.
Okay. Walk us through our first couple here.
All right, first couple. So I was over at Travis Matthew and Jackson Gray. They're literally across the hall from each other on second floor at Ridgedale. First of all, Travis Matthew has both female and men's clothes, okay? A lot of people just think of them for men's, and they think of them for golf. They have a lot of everyday polished clothes. Lots of cute, casual, very nice things. I love their outerwear pieces. So this outfit on Christine is great. I thought about this for those more casual outdoor sort of things. So whether it's like a date night, the winter solstice parties you're getting invited to, you know, whatever it might be. These are the fun things that people are taking pictures of. They're using them on their holiday cards,
For sure, yeah.
So I absolutely love this because I thought these are all pieces that she's going to be able to use again. They are not the literal Christmas colors, but they're the neutrals, right?
And it works.
And it works. And then on Jose, we've got Jackson Gray items here. And again, we went with brown. So we didn't use the holiday colors, but we kept with the seasonal color of brown being so trendy right now. So if you stay with the neutrals, it works with just about everything. What I love about this, and my tip would be, figure out who the hardest person in your family is maybe to dress. In this particular case, we've got Jose has a very discerning eye. He just happened to be the first one that we pulled the outfit for. So we worked the outfit around him, and it was this sweater that he has on here. By Jameson that we were like, we're going to do the whole outfit around this.
Okay, we got to move on to the next couple. Let's take a look at our next couple here.
So then we went down the hall over to Nordstrom, and on Rio we've got this beautiful dress here, Likely. They have, I mean, this is kind of the outfit where for the folks that are going straight from the office to the office holiday party, we need to be a little more dressed up, but it has to work during the day first.
Wait for the show stunner though, I see it, okay.
It works, so she's got the collar, like it definitely works for the office, but we kept it also very trendy and youthful and fun by adding the unexpected pop with the animal print. So these are all pieces that work for the everyday. And then we walked over to down the escalator over to Hammermade, and on Adam we've got all these pieces. We added the velvet blazer,
that's nice,
the quarter zip, and then this is their new Johnson shirt. It just has those like little pops of color, and again, you've got the burgundies. I prefer burgundy to red for the holiday. I just think it's very sophisticated and elegant.
It's a softer touch.
It is.
It's a softer touch.
And it works.
And look, just like that. I mean, you talk just like that. Ridgedale Mall, the place to check out. If people want more information from you, where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram, Jody Mayers, SPS.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Jody, as always, models, thank you all so much for coming in. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks. We are in the midst of the holiday season and just 1 week out from Christmas. Flowers can be a great way to decorate or even a thoughtful gift.
Yes, they are indeed. Here to show us some of her favorite floral designs and tips of this time of year. Jennifer Bevan with Bachman's. It's great to see you.
Hi, it's nice to see you guys. It's nice to be in the studio for once.
Oh my gosh, I know, right?
It's been a while.
It's always been on Zoom. You brought quite the display of arrangements this morning.
Yes. I mean, flowers on the table for the holiday, flowers in the home. It just adds to the atmosphere, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. We were talking about poinsettias before. Poinsettias still the top seller, would you say?
They're such a big seller.
Yeah.
They're always going to be one of the biggest sellers for the holiday. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's just so classic. You've got such a nice like variety, and I mean, how do you pair these together? How do you mix and match?
Yeah, so I mean, it really depends on you and what you have in your home, right? So you don't have to do the traditional red. It is going to be, that's our most popular, right?
Yeah.
So people love the traditional reds, whites, and greens, but pink is a huge color this year. So pink is really big for the holiday. Pink trees, pink poinsettias, pink, pink, pink. So
really, that's been a big trendsetter, huh?
It's been huge in decorating this year. Yes, absolutely. I love it. I think it's fun to throw a little something different in there every once in a while too. Yeah, absolutely.
So what other trends have you seen that people have been interested in when people are coming into the store?
Yeah, so I mean, adding layers of things. So even when you're doing your table, right? Maybe have centerpiece on the table, adding some candles with it, adding maybe some trees, adding some little poinsettias off to the side. So really adding more than just kind of one thing when you're doing your tablescape. You know, if you're sending for a hostess gift, maybe throwing some live greenery in there or adding a poinsettia with that. So people can really have different layers to their tablescapes.
I'm noticing I see roses, I see pine cones, I see carnations, so that's the layering effect that you're talking about right there.
Yeah, absolutely. So adding different elements, so some of the more natural elements, like adding the berries, adding the pine cones in with the greens, and then adding your flowers in too. And what's nice about that is the greenery, the accents, all of those things will live for weeks. So when the flowers are done blooming, you can take those out and then you can still have these centerpieces for weeks after the holiday to enjoy. So that's really nice.
I'm curious to know, for people who are watching right now, they say, oh my gosh, I gotta get my poinsettias. Do people still have time? Is there a cutoff as far as when people can make orders?
We still have time. We are open and delivering through Christmas Eve. So you still have time, absolutely.
Real quick too, it's not just red. We were talking about this before. It's not just red. It's not just white. Run through the colors that you guys have. It's insane.
You guys, we have so many colors. We have all these fun fantasy poinsettias. So we've got like blue, we've got purple, we've got lime green, we've got yellow. And then with those, you get all the glitter on it too. So it's really fun and sparkly and you get all the different colors. So yeah, you don't have to do just the traditional colors. You can pretty much find something for everybody.
I love that. That's great.
Well, Jennifer, we appreciate you for coming in. If you need some poinsettias, you know the place to go. We appreciate you. Have a great holiday.
Thank you. You guys too.
Thanks.
Classic Kitchen and Cocktails, always serving up something good. I mean, the smell in the studio right now. So they're located in the Mill City District. They specialize in Southern comfort cuisine. Here with a look at their winter menu is the owner, Gerard Class. It is great to see you as always, sir.
It's good to be back.
What are you cooking this morning?
We are going to make a little collard green mac and cheese, which we call our chicken bacon mac. You know, every year we got to make a new menu, and I think it's like, how many different ways can you do mac and cheese? You know? I think that's such a competitive thing. And so we started with a little bit of Alfredo sauce. We have a little Cajun seasoning that goes in there. And then we took this idea to take spinach artichoke dip, but started with collard greens. And so we make
That's the Southern cuisine part of it right there.
Southern cuisine part. So we make this dip with a little bit of cream cheese. We got garlic in there. We'll mix that together. And then this gets actually mixed in. And it was funny because it was one of those things like, what are two things that I eat together all the time? Greens and mac and cheese.
There you go.
And we figured out how to like bring this all together. But Minneapolis has been such a pasta city that we wanted to kind of throw our hat in the ring with a couple ideas that kind of still keep the same flavor that we have.
I like that.
And speaking of your winter menu, what else do you got cooking on that?
So on the winter menu to your left, we have a little lamb chop. Pappardelle, which we kind of take a little play on a stroganoff. So that has a brandy cream sauce that we make in-house, pappardelle, asparagus, a little broccoli in there, and then we finish it off with some grilled lamb chops. Over here we have our Cajun chicken penne. And so this one has a little bit more Cajun vibe to it, blackened chicken, chicken apple sausage in that one, and then also finished with a little Parmesan, spinach, tomatoes, and red peppers.
So good.
Now, I understand, too, that you actually guys have something coming up. So I'm thinking of the holidays that are right here. What are you guys doing for New Year's?
So for New Year's, we're actually doing a build your own surf and turf dinner. I always love surf and turf around New Year's Eve. That's like my indulgence. So we kind of created an option where you can pick your surf, you can pick your turf, your veggies, and your sides, and kind of get your own experience. And then on New Year's Day, we do a brunch buffet every Sunday, but we're doing just an all-out brunch buffet, live DJ. I'll be working the omelet station, the whole thing.
So if you may recognize him because hold on, there's more to this story here.
A little bit.
You have a little bit. Tell people where people may know you from as well.
We work Soul Bowl, so if you get a chance to go to any of the games, Vikings, Twins, Timberwolves, we're there. And the great get-together at Minnesota State Fair.
Minnesota State Fair, already prepping for that. So now you're plating the food here.
Yep, so we're gonna put this on here. A little bit of mac and cheese. And then this is actually gonna get topped with a couple pieces of this crispy cheese that we make. Think of this as like chef's Cheez-It, you know? This is like chef's Cheez-It.
There you go, I love it.
This is really delicious. And then we got a little bit of our microgreens.
Oh my goodness.
Pretty for the holidays. And then we're gonna top it off with a little bit of beef bacon.
Wow.
Now I know that you guys also do some catering. So for like 2026, if someone wants to come host you guys catering, what do they need to know?
So you can go right to our website, and we do catering, everything pretty much from breakfast, bar. We do small party appetizer events, and for us, we really like the change. You know, like we like to get to different style events and figure out like how do we make food that matches it. So from action stations to your holiday dinner.
Yeah.
And this last one is my favorite, charbroiled oysters. If you've never been to New Orleans, we have this wonderful thing. We put them on the grill. We have this crab boil butter we put on there, and the char from the oil and the juice coming down makes it smoky, and then we finish with Parmesan, smoked paprika, and a little fresh lemon.
I'm going right here.
One.
There's enough for two of us.
There's enough for two of us?
Thank you very much for whipping this up.
You're welcome.
I'm going to snag this fork here.
Oh, yeah.
What are you going for, Barrett? Anything?
That one looks good to me, too.
Barrett can't read, because Barrett's got to read.
Yeah, you got to read.
Oh, I got to read. Okay, well, how is it?
This is delicious.
Really, really good.
You need to go. Go.